Yeah, I know, right? See what's new.
What is new, man? How was last night's
Weight
weight cut?
The weight cut didn't really start yesterday, so it started a little bit this morning. But I'm in good spirits, feel good. Just had a little bit of lunch in me, so feeling good.
Still confident though?
Very, very confident. Yeah, especially after this morning,
Right.
I'm even more confident. So
Do you have
it's
to do
gonna
any
go
of it
smooth.
outside? Like we like get some stuff on and like go for a run out in the
Nah,
road?
nah,
Right?
nah, nah. Come
Not
on,
even a
nah,
Detroit guy
nah.
like you.
Nah, I got one job. That's that 25 minutes. So I ain't gonna waste it out there in that cold. It's just, I love it. I'm actually starting to miss the cold a little bit, but as soon as I got here, I was like, you know what? Vegas ain't too bad either.
Going into this fight, are you thinking about Khabib and thinking about Tony Ferguson, or is your mindset just on Al right now?
Nah, I mean I keep a long term goals in the back of my head, but right now my focus is 100% on Al. Seeing his tendency, see what he do. It's a lot of things that I can take advantage of, and it's a lot of things that I'm going to make sure I shine on Saturday. So that's my only goal. After that, then I'm gonna just be me, let it flow, and then we'll see who's next.
What do you think it's taking him as far as getting this fight done? I mean, we've had it for 4 or 5 times before. Why do you think it's taking him a little while?
You mean for the Tony and
Tony
Khabib
Khabib
fight? I mean, at this point, I think it's just, do they want to risk that again? Do they want to do it again? And do they want to put all that promotion behind it just for that fight not to happen? Maybe some things are just destined not to happen. If it ain't, then I'm going to squeeze my way up in there. I think people are going to see on Saturday night that I'm going to be the rightful holder of that title anyway. And I'm going to let the people decide. So I'm going to keep my focus on Al. I'm going to whoop Al so bad that people are going to be screaming for it. So that's my only goal, really.
Do you think it should be rescheduled, or is it too big of a risk, as you think?
In a sporting aspect, which I want the UFC to get back to, the competition of it, it should be rescheduled. The man's earned his shot. They should go ahead and do it for the beginning of the year, not make, the 155 has been logjam for years and years and years now. Let's go ahead and move this thing along and get it done. That's the rightful fight, but I'm waiting for the.
So, ideal world, you beat Iaquinta on Saturday, then you fight the winner of that?
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think of when you hear Dana say he wants Conor to fight Dustin, and then the winner of that fight Tony and Khabib?
I hear that, but that's just so short-sighted. If Conor's going to take a step backwards and fight a man that he already knocked out in the first round at 145, if he need that step backwards to get himself feeling good again so that they can try and make some more money off of him, then that's on him. But, like I said, I put Dustin Poirier in another category. He's like in the more fun fight category with Nate Diaz and, some of these older guys that's just out there to have fun. I'm out here chasing titles, and if Conor needs to go into that category, then by all means. But I'm not taking it as no personal threat, no matter what Dana say.
Would Dustin be the next, like the third person? I mean, he is on that long win streak. He has a win over Pettis, Gaethje, Eddie.
I guess so, but again, Dustin to me is
So
not a serious competitor in this division.
Like they come to you and say, we want you to co-main against Dustin, against Khabib and Tony to serve the backup. That would make sense for you?
I don't know. I mean, we'd have to talk about that after. We'll see how that whole thing would shake out. Again, I don't really put him in the category, so I'm looking for the biggest challenges out there. So for me, it could be with Tony, really.
Do you think Conor fights again?
Yeah. I think 100% he's gonna fight. It's just a matter of who he's gonna fight and what he's gonna do with it. If he's really looking at trying to get a title back, or if he's just looking at make some money, have some fun, and be able to sleep at night.
I mean, he has a lot of money. Is it just a matter of leaving the sport off a win and not off the loss to Khabib?
You can never have enough money. I mean, come on, let's be real here. I think at the end of the day, he's a competitor too. So, you got to be able to sleep at night too. So, I think he wants to get it back. We'll see. I mean, that's up for him. So, I'll leave it to him.
When you watched that fight between Al and Khabib in April, I'm assuming you watched it live.
Yeah.
You probably watched it as a fan. Did you have a rooting interest in that fight? Did you sit there and go, man, I'd love to see Khabib lose just because?
No, I saw some things that I knew was going to happen, but I just knew that, him trying to step up and take a fight on one day's notice when he's getting ready for a 3-rounder, He just had all the chips stacked against him. I thought he would look good. I thought he would show a couple things because Al's tough, and he just matches up real well with Khabib. But he just didn't stand a chance in there. And he you know, he did it. He tried at least. He got the little participation medal and all that. So I give it to him too. I give him the pat on the back. But on Saturday, then you'll see the difference that a real fighter will make.
Your first fight with Al was almost 5 years ago. Is there any specific reason why now is the right time, the best time to run it back?
From a competitor standpoint, like I said, I mean, his last fight, he went real well with Khabib. That is what motivates me even more, is that quicker shot. I'm chasing that title. You know, of course, I want the Al fight back. You know, I think it's, you know, he's got a bogus win over me that he shouldn't have had in the first place. So that kind of bites at me a little bit, but more than anything, I want that title. So he's the quickest route to it right now. Makes the most sense.
Is your back up against the wall more so than his just because you were the one who lost that first fight? Or, again, because it's so far in the past, does it not matter?
It don't matter. I mean, every fight is the biggest fight. I'm ranked higher than him now. I told him that was going to happen, that I was going to pass him, and then he was going to have to try and catch up to me. And that's what happened. And, you know, I'm just looking ahead. I'm not, you know, I ain't looking no further back. So, you know, each fight is like that for me.
You used to call Sage out a lot in the past. What do you think of him jumping to one? Now he's not in the UFC.
You know, I called out a couple meal tickets. Sage was one of them. Sage would have been a big meal ticket for me. I'm still kind of like, man, if they would have gave me that one, especially when I was asking for it, that would have been big. There's something about taking on an undefeated fighter to me that people see as good. And I look at him and I'm like, you know, what are y'all seeing that I'm not seeing? You know, I'll put the boy on his head. So Sage is cool. Sage is cool. He's, you know, now that people kind of know, he cool. He more respect to him. He making some money over there. I got nothing but love. So.
What do you think of Floyd and his four-round kickboxing exhibition?
Yeah, I mean,
3 rounds doesn't count on the record.
yeah, and it's a boxing only fight. I felt like he could have took on a little bit bigger of a challenge there when he first announced he was gonna fight the kid. It was like, okay, you know, I kind of gave him some respect. Doing something that you ain't never done before at 40 years old. That's what a real champion do. But now it's like it's a cash grab. You know,
he's not training. He's out of shape and everything.
The kid don't stand a chance.
Right.
So you know what you need to train for. So I don't give nothing to him. He needs to stay, you know, out the conversations that we got going on with real fighters. You know, when people start talking about Khabib and Floyd and all this, and it's fucking ridiculous. Nobody would even buy that. That fight would be ridiculous. So, you know, he needs to stay in. You know, if he stays in his lane, cool. I keep my sights off of him too. Smooth.